Alright, today I will be showing you guys how to make a healthy home-style chicken vegetable soup with potatoes. So for my ingredients, I have, let me show you real quick, I have an onion, red pepper, 2 jalapenos, carrot, and a potato. And I only showed you the single items. I have the rest cut up to the right of me. Okay, and also I have 2 boneless, skinless, organic chicken breasts from Trader Joe's, as well as some free-range organic chicken broth and some whole kernel corn. Okay, so I'm going to start by chopping up the celery. You can chop them up however length you want. Particularly I like mine maybe a little less than a ½ inch in size. So I'm chopping up what looks to be about 5-6 stems of celery. I originally made some changes. I was going to make a healthy juice, but I realized that not everybody has a juicer. So with this, you can either use a crock pot if you have one, or you can just use a pot and you can slow simmer it for 6 to 8 hours, or you can increase the heat for shorter time. So that's the celery. Put all that onto one plate separately. Throw that to the side. Then I'm going to grab the carrot and slice them up into pieces about that size. And again, you can slice them up to however thick or thin you like the vegetables. I don't have the best cutlery, so these knives are a little dull. So bear with me. Pile of carrots I've already made. So next is a potato. I like to just cut off the ends, get rid of that, throw it in the trash. I try to have like a clean area around me. I think it helps in preparing and just overall cooking, not all clustered. So it's one of the tips I would give one of you guys if you're going to make this meal, is just kind of have everything prepared with a nice little cutting board to work on. So just cut them up into pieces about that wide, or chunks. A lot of people like to just cut up a potato in a fourth and just have 4 huge pieces of potato and throw it in there. Something like that is really thick. So again, you can just cut it up however you feel you'd like to cut things up. Whichever is easier for you, or whatever you prefer. Throw these over the pile. Make some room for the rest of these guys. Those up. Go. I went to Trader Joe's and I got all of this stuff. I mean, it's gonna make enough for at least me and my girlfriend to supply us over the next couple of days. I mean, this stuff you could store it away and you could eat it a couple days later easily. And it cost me around 20 bucks for all the ingredients. And the chicken itself is kind of pricey since you're getting the organic, free range. It's not genetically modified or doused with any chemicals. So, these over here. Okay, next I'm going to get the half an onion. You can do a full onion, whatever you prefer. I like to do half. So cut this up like this. And there's a trick to cutting an onion. I don't know if you guys know the trick. It makes it easier to slice it up into pieces. What you want to do is when you have the full onion, just cut it down the middle, the root on the bottom actually. Cut it down the middle and just use the half. And what you're going to do is cut around the clove so the clove keeps it together, and you can just cut straight down the middle and boom, it already has squares ready to go, ready to throw in. Okay, so we have the onion. Throw this on a paper plate. I'm just using the plates because I could throw them away. Paper plates. Some people will use Tupperware. Whatever's more comfortable. Plates, just to store the food in until you're ready to mix everything together and throw it all in. Okay, so there's that. There's the onion. Store it over here. So next would be the jalapeno. I like a little spice to mine. You can add it if you like, or if you just want to say pass, that's your choice. Throw these guys away. Just cut it down. I'm cutting mine into just little thin pieces like this. Too big. And then you can dice them up after that, or you can throw them in whole. Once again, whichever you prefer. For me, I'm going to dice them up because I want them to split up all throughout the soup. I don't want to just have, 20 slices of jalapeno floating around. So I'll just slice them up in halves after they're already cut in a circle. There's that. Cut these guys up a little bit. And a lot of the vegetables you throw in there, they might seem a little thick at first, but they will shrink as they slowly cook for the amount of time you put them for. So these guys will probably get a little smaller than what they actually are. Up to the side. Okay. Throw that over there. And then I have a red pepper. Gives a little bit more color to it. Everything is kind of green as of now. So, plus I like the flavor. The flavor of, to me, any type of bell pepper is good. Doesn't matter which kind to me. They're all equally as good to me. I just thought red would look nice. So you can cut this up in slivers, however you like, and then just dice them up from there, or throw them in slivers, whatever you prefer. Stuff away. Just always have a trash can right next to you, so you can just kind of throw everything off when you're finished with it, or you're moving on to the next thing. All the vegetable scraps, just toss it in there real quick. These guys up the slivers. dice it up a little bit. You can cut like 3 at a time. It'll give you it'll kind of divide them up easier, and just kind of saves you more time instead of slicing up each individual sliver. So just kind of throw 3 or 4 together, dice them up. There's that. Slice these guys up. Grab another plate. Put this guy on there. Okay, so far we have everything cut up, ready to go. For me, I'm just going to throw the chicken breasts in whole. You can cut them up into pieces, but I like to let them cook for a little bit and then just kind of shred them up with the fork while it's inside the soup. So what we're going to do is throw the chicken in first into the pot. You always want to put them at the bottom because they take the longest to cook. And then you can just throw in the vegetables, whatever order you like. There's the jalapenos. There's the red peppers. We have the onion. We have the carrots. Celery. And your potatoes. And you can add rice or whatever you want. Potatoes, rice, doesn't matter. Or you can just go vegetable, whatever you prefer. And then we're going to throw in our can of corn. Running low on time here, so I got to make this quick. And then the broth. You're just going to kind of pour the whole thing in there. Shake it up first. And again, this is going to take either, depending on which setting I want it, if I set it on low, it'll take maybe 8 hours. Just let it slow cook. Everything's going to be nice and tender. But if you're kind of pressed for time, then just set it on high. It'll cook within 4 hours or so. Right there. Alright, that's it. Healthy home-style chicken soup. I actually calculated the calories, and with everything combined, it comes out to 1,500. And it's going to be split up with 2 people over the next couple days. So there you go.